Hello, guys. This is Deirdre Elizabeth. So, I have got a few surefire 100% psychology based tips for you on how to elevate your presence in any room, in any event, in any environment. So, let's dive into it. Let's not kill any time here. So, first off, is the way you present yourself. Always be overdressed. Always be the one that's a little bit more professional. People will wonder, like, did she come from a dinner? Has she come from a business event? Is she just very upscale and classy? Is that how she presents herself on the regular, on the norm? So never be afraid to overdo it a little bit. Be the gal that's in the long black dress. Be the gal when everybody else is wearing low cleavage and mini skirts. Like, be that woman. Be the classy woman. Wear the beautiful dress pants and, a blazer or a beautiful blouse with a blazer on top, or, a half coat. Like, just wear something that's a little more elevated. That's step one. Number two is when you walk into any room, you're not going to find a couch to sit on. Do not corner yourself. Don't park at the bar and stand there. That's a separate issue. We'll talk about that. And you want to find yourself a central place to sort of congregate. Now, I would hit the bar. Don't drink alcohol. Get yourself a nice club soda and lime. Ask for it in a large glass. No one will know whether you're drinking or not, but you will stay sharp, you'll stay on the ball, and you will have the intellect and the audacity and the wit that you need to be able to carry on conversations in a professional and a curious, and curiosity is the best skill you can have in any room. And you'll have that naturally because you're not focused on yourself. When people consume alcohol, they tend to be hyper focused on themselves and how they're behaving, how they're walking, how they're talking. Do I look like I'm impaired? Do I look like I'm buzzed? This kind of thing. Whereas if you're drinking water, club soda and lime, whatever, you won't have that. You'll be concentrating on the room and the people around you. So that's probably the best advice out of this whole video. Next thing, so park yourself in a centralized area. Do not corner yourself. Do not park on the couch where you're not going to meet people. And when you do meet somebody, you're going to be the first. Stick out your hand, shake their hand. Don't rip it off. Give them a good handshake. Make sure you make eye contact with everybody in the room. You might not have the opportunity to communicate with everybody in the room and to make those circles, but there will be people that will make circles. And I'll talk to you about that in a minute as well. But you will have opportunity to make sure you make, even if it's 3 seconds of eye contact with each person in that room, and that will strike their attention and that will strike their curiosity as to who you are, what you're doing there, and who invited you. Okay. So that's what they're going to want to know. Who is this girl? Or guy. Okay. So, and when you're speaking with someone, the most boring thing in the world when you're talking to someone is someone who brags about themselves and their accomplishments. So even if you're the most accomplished, most successful person in that room, don't be. That's the moment where you are there to learn and understand about other people, and don't listen to hear, listen to understand. So when other people are talking, zip it. Listen, ask probing questions, open-ended questions of them. Find things interesting. Say, that's really interesting. I haven't heard that before. Or that's a different perspective. I never thought of that perspective. If they say something you disagree with, say, that's a new perspective to me. That's something I need to think about. I always thought it was this way. You've really, you've given me some food for thought here. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's challenging to me, or you're challenging my way of thinking here. I appreciate that. This is you're a good conversation. You're great to talk to. And the other thing I like to say is, who should I meet in this room? Who would be, who's in? I want to meet some interesting people here tonight. Who should I meet in this room? And they'll tell you who to meet, who to make your rounds to, and who to meet next. And most of the time they'll say, let me walk you over and introduce you to this person. You'll really find them interesting, and they'll realize that you are there to learn, you are there to grow. And the last point of advice I want to give you is to change up your diction and your verbatim. If you can't speak on an elevated level, it really brings you down. And not everybody has that. But that's okay because everybody can have that. So all you got to do is make it your goal every day to pull out your phone and learn a new word every day, and think of 1 or 2 ways in which you can apply that word and practice using it. Throw it into your conversation, throw it in at Starbucks, throw it in at Timmy's, throw it in at work, just throw it in the kitchen when you're making a coffee and then the lunchroom, whatever. Use your new word. Okay. So instead of saying something's really nice, say, wow, isn't this is just delightful. Or this is, instead of saying that's so interesting, say, wow, how intriguing. I'm so intrigued right now. Like, instead of saying, wow, you are very unique or you're different, you are an enigma, right? You are an enigma, instead of saying someone stands out or they're different. Okay, so try to change up your verbatim, try to change up your language. Follow these tips, guys, and you will elevate your presence in any room you walk into. And don't forget your body language. Stand up straight, shoulders up, relaxed posture. I know it's hard to say shoulders up but relaxed posture, but for women I always say shoulders up a little because I feel that helps you stand taller, and it helps you raise your head up, it helps you raise your chin, and it straightens out your back, and as opposed to the curved back with like the butt out and the stance. So we don't want the stance. We want to look classy and elegant, and we want to stand out. Let everybody else do the stance. That's not for us gals. We're different. So we're those special women. So I will see you guys soon. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up. Please leave me a comment. It helps me with the algorithm if you engage with my videos, and definitely subscribe. I will see you all soon.